On public.com, I invested in Shrek music royalties and it's gone up 150%. Can you link me that? I wouldn't say it's up 150%. You may have exaggerated for the audience. And actually, it just fucking went down in Q2 23 to basically below almost any time you would have bought. It could be up actually. If you bought in 2020, you could have made some money here. How do I get on this? On public.com, there is like weird, there are alts, things you can invest in. You can get a piece of Shrek franchise original music, which makes some amount of money every year because they have to pay royalties. The problem I would assume is that anything that has like a recognizable name attached to it is overbought. So you're probably not getting a good price. That would be my assumption. But like you can invest in, you know, Air Jordan Nikes. You could invest in a Banksy and hope that it like sells for higher. A first edition Charizard. Do you think it will beat the recession? Yes, I think Shrek music is recession proof. So no matter what happens in the future, your money is safe in a diversified portfolio of Smash Mouth songs. If you can get All-Star, if you can get Walking on the Sun, I Need a Hero. Come on now, that's not good. Everyone's gonna have demand for that no matter when. What is Charizard at? So Charizard's currently worth 187K. What did Logan Paul buy this for? Wasn't it well over this? Did he pay $1 million for this? How much did Logan Paul pay for his Charizard? It looks like he paid 150K for it. No, wait, $6 million? No, wait, he paid $6 million for something else. Oh, for an Illustrator Pikachu, I think. He claimed his Charizard was worth fucking $1 million or more than that. But it looks like he paid 150K. So technically, I guess he could still sell it for a profit, if I'm assuming it's correctly. Wasn't the Pikachu fake? I have no idea. You know what? I can't, from a grainy Twitter photo of him walking out with it, I can't grade this. As good as my eyes are, I cannot tell you if this is fake or not. It would be hype if he just printed it out. Like everyone does in magic stores. If he just printed out his Black Lotus and put it in a fucking... Is Logan the forest one or the other one? He's the forest one. You got him on that one. I talked about this a long time ago. I talked about this, I think, when I quit NVIDIA. But I used to do this thing where I imagined, like anytime I was like in a bad mood or something, I was like, what if I had $1 million? Like pretty regularly. I would be like, imagine if I had $1 million right now. Are you a child? I guess it is kind of childish. I don't know why I did it, but are you happy you left NVIDIA? Yeah, I talked about this. I said, we're actually talking about on the hike today because Rochelle was talking about some parts of her job she doesn't like. And it's just like, for me, I think NVIDIA is a great way to learn what you do and don't like because the job was so, they treat you well, it was well paid. They were good on remote. There's a good CEO. I like the leadership. Like there's nothing that could be like, oh, that was the problem. But like just being in some of these 3 to 5 hour meetings, these really long fucking meetings where a lot of times you have to like wait for one thing you have to say and you have to listen to all this shit and you have to repeat, then do it at a different meeting where you repeat it. And I remember I would just look over at Ari and I would mute and I would like smash my head. Especially around the 40 series launch. I think I really got burnt out around the 40 series launch because I want to be clear over all this. I like NVIDIA a lot. I really like the company. I like the CEO. I had a great time there, but I would have to go to these meetings and repeat the same things because everything around a launch, there's so much scrutiny that every different executive or person wants you to like go over it again and again to check and double check and triple check and talk about it. And everyone's worried about their jobs because there's so much money being spent. Man, it was like months of that. I don't like bureaucracy. I don't like bureaucracy. At the same time, right, when I'm at NVIDIA, I'm doing Twitch stuff and content. And I think content is generally stupid, right? We all agree. It's not a real job, right? Whatever. But the cool thing about content is that if I have an idea, the only thing stopping it from becoming a reality is my work ethic. The reason I don't have the Ponzi scheme iceberg is it's my fault. I haven't put enough days into it. But like, if I wanted to do the Ponzi scheme iceberg or some equivalent in NVIDIA, there's like 80 layers of people that I have to get approvals from and get money from. And then they're going to constantly triple check afterwards. And then I better hope to God it does work, because if it doesn't work, then I have to fucking find a way to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, there's so little friction between anything that I am excited about or want to do and getting able to actually do it. Also, like, this is not necessarily a bad thing, and over a long career, it should even out. You know, in a job, let's say you work in IT or something, and you find a way to do your job 10 times more efficiently, and you tell the bosses about it, and they go, cool. Generally, in a job, the common thing that happens is you just get more work. That's bad. But even if they're like cool about it, what you've done is like made your bosses a lot of money, and realistically nothing happens for you. Maybe you get a bonus. If it's an amazing company, maybe you get a bonus. But like in content, the thing that I was attracted to about it is like, if I did do something cool, like when I made the Riot Blizzard Marketing Monday, was one of the first times I remember this, is I worked really hard on that and I made it. And so I was like, damn, I like worked on that video. I had a good idea. I liked it. It did well. It popped off and I got all the upside. That's fucking cool. I think one of the things that alienates people from quote unquote capitalism a lot of times is that they're so unable to see any upside from their hard work. Like if they work extra hard, they don't get any benefit for it. This wasn't a win or a fail, but I did think it was interesting. It's considered to be one of the most interesting photos ever taken. This guy on the left said he had bombs strapped around his chest and was hijacking this train. And after a while, this guy, who's a tourist, I believe, got up and asked him for a selfie because he said he figured if the bomb was fake, he was fine. And if it wasn't, it didn't matter anyway. While he was being hijacked, the hijacker allowed the photo. Anyway, the bomb ended up being fake, but he didn't know that. Yeah, he had nothing to lose if the bomb was actually real. It was an attempt to stay positive. He got this cheesing photo. I thought this was fucking crazy. Yeah, put that on your Tinder and you have the most insane opening line. You have the most insane icebreaker story. You kind of respect it. Yeah, I mean, this guy's so confused. I just thought that was wild to me. So that one was interesting. I also had Elon Musk stuff. There's nothing, it's not big enough to make a story on. Twitter lost some of the lawsuits from the employees it fired that it didn't pay and now has to pay a bunch of money. The judge ruled. I mean, he's probably going to appeal it, but that's something. I didn't read this. South Korea is facing a new, younger type of criminal, the MZ gangster. How many in chat are MZ gangsters? They're all Gen Z or below the age of 30, and they've shifted away from violence towards fraud and gambling crimes. Gen Z or millennials are innovating crime in Korea by doing more fraud and gambling. Only 21% were extortion and violence. Really, this is a positive. This is a good story. They're framing it like a negative. Gen Z criminals are changing crime to be less violent. This is a positive trend. This is a win, if anything. This is a major win. They're still, of course, robbing people and taking their money, but like, they're not hurting them. And crime's always been there since the dawn of civilization. Oh, dude, this. Okay, this I definitely wanted to share with you guys. What the fuck is this? My cousin is an animal. High school was a bit softer back in my day. Look at this fucking video.
Oh my God. Okay, that's good.
All right, that's good.
Oh,
fuck, go. Come on, you gotta do it.
Do it right now.
It's too late.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? What the fuck, dude? That's insane. The king of high school. That has like just the most infinite amount of potential to go fucking so wrong. Yeah, imagine you slip forward. Oh my God, dude. You just burn alive in front of your friends. Imagine you don't nail the backflip. That's so fucking crazy. It also says no diving. That's what you're worried about? Yeah, this is all fun. This all checks out, but do it somewhere diving is legal, please. Follow the signs. Whatever you want to do on your own time, that's your business. But can we respect the rule of law, the property rights of the owner of this establishment? No diving. He didn't dive, he backflipped, to be clear. He did backflip, so. There was this image, which was unfortunately fake. I was about to give Trump a straight up win. It was him talking about the Panera Death Lemonade and him saying that that's a problem with Joe Biden's America. Joe Biden caused the Panera Death Lemonade. When life hands you lemons, Joe Biden kills you with them. Which I thought was fucking hilarious, and then I found out it was fake. Unfortunate. Reality is often disappointing. I've been watching on mobile and thought you were wearing a Domino's pizza hat this whole time. Guys, it's not Domino's pizza. Let's not make that a thing. This is a cool Enron hat that has nothing to do with Domino's pizza. All right. It has to do with a different failing American corporation. Where is my pizza? Hey, how was your shift today? Look like a Domino's worker in a Domino's sweatshirt. Yeah, whatever, bro. Give me a large pepperoni. Where's my pizza, pizza boy? You guys are you're lemmings. One person said one thing and then I responded to, and now all of you are in on this joke. None of you were saying this. We've been going for 2 hours of talking. Nobody mentions it. And then one person goes, "Carl looks like a Domino's hat." And then now you're like, "Oh, pizza boy. Got it." You're jumping. No, you weren't holding back. You didn't have the idea. You didn't forget to mention it.